more indictments coming. We got Adam Schiff in the hot seat right now. I've got this on pretty good sourcing, but you know what? You don't even have to go with my sourcing, because in this administration, everything is out in the open. Just listen to one president, Donald J. Trump.
Adam Schiff really did a bad thing. They have him. Now, let's see what happens. It's not up to me. It's not up to, I stay out of it purposely. But it's mortgage loan fraud. It's a big deal. He defrauded banks and insurance companies and the federal government. But it's very simple. It's mortgage loan fraud. And you're right. That's a lot of people to live in a one-bedroom apartment, right? But he put it down. But he has a lot of other things far worse than that. So, no, Adam Schiff, they have him 100% on mortgage fraud. Now, if there's anybody else in this room except you would have no problem. But anybody else in this room, you'd have a problem. I'd have a problem.
Oh yeah, well he's had all kinds of problems. Let's be honest. I mean, the fact that he's still standing, right? Not that he's still standing. He's now president of the United States 2.0, Trump 2.0. We're all loving it. Anyway, the point being that Adam Schiff is now in a whole lot of trouble, because Adam Schiff allegedly said that he had a primary home in Virginia or Maryland, forgive me, while simultaneously having another primary home out in California. Of course, he was from California, so there's some discrepancy issues there. And, you know, I'm sorry, bottom line, you can't lie on your mortgage application. I mean, isn't this what Letitia was trying to say with Donald Trump, saying he inflated the value of his Mar-a-Lago home because, you know, she thinks it's worth just $18 million, $18 million, my you-know-what. I mean, again, I've told you before, I'll tell you again, we would have done a GoFundMe, all right? We would have raised the money to buy it ourselves, right? $18 million, heck, like that'd be a dream come true for any kind of real estate developer. Of course you would buy it. No, she doesn't know what it's worth. By the way, it's not worth anything until somebody actually sells it. So if he says it's worth X, unless Deutsche Bank is going to do due diligence and say, no, we don't think it's worth X, therefore we're not going to give you the loan, it's really none of Letitia James's business. But in the case of those loans that she was filling out, yeah, it is part of the FHFA's business, absolutely. And now, thus, part of the DOJ's business, part of Lindsay Halligan's business, Eastern Virginia Court's business, and hence we've got a criminal indictment by grand jury for one Letitia James, with Adam Schiff next on the way. No matter how much they try and tell you, oh, this is him just trying to take it out on his political enemies, I'm just going to say, what the heck do you think was going to happen? After everything that you guys did, scumbags.
He can't do the job. He won't protect the public. He will misuse the resources of the Bureau. He will weaponize it against the president's political opponents rather than protecting the safety, the public safety of the American people.
I'm wearing orange for a reason. I just thought I'd try it out for Adam and Letitia's sake. I think I probably look better, but, you know, that's not a stretch for either of those two. Yeah. No, it's in honor of what's to come. I'm sorry, Adam. You know what? You're a freaking U.S. Senator. And before that, you were a U.S. Representative. You actually have to live by some kind of standards. There was Donald Trump trying to actually make sure he did dot his I's and cross his T's. You went after him with everything you had. And you came up empty-handed. Well, now he's going after like low-hanging fruit. And he's coming back with a big, giant gallon of stuff. I mean, the Letitia thing we just learned moments ago is even worse than we thought. And now we're learning more and more about this guy who thought he could take Pam Bondi on. Good luck. No match for her.
So let me start with an easy truth that you could speak to the president. Can you tell him that Donald Trump lost the 2020 election? Can you say that? Do you have the independence to say that? Do you have the gravitas, the stature, the intestinal fortitude to say, Donald Trump, you lost the 2020 election? Can you tell us that here today?
Senator, what I can tell you is I will never play politics. You're trying to engage me in a gotcha. I
No,
won't
I'm just
do it.
asking a simple
I
question.
won't play
If you can
politics
speak truth
with any
to
ongoing
power.
investigation.
So let me ask you another.
Like you did leaking your colleague Devin Nunes's memo.
If you can't,
Woo! Yes, thank you very much. Pam Bondi. Yeah, sticking it right back to him. Shifty Shift had his moment in the sun. Shifty Shift ran a couple of impeachment circuses. Shifty Shift wished he had been an actor. Yeah, that's what he wanted to be, apparently, an actor out in LA. Then he wanted to be a producer, and somehow he had to settle for being a congressman and then getting to star in his own Shifty Shift show with the impeachment trials. But I'll tell you this. He's going down, likely for mortgage fraud, but possibly for much more.